Hello and welcome to Pioneers of the Wild Frontier. I'm Gizmo. But today we're just going to go ahead and kind of put a little bit of a tour, what my first video didn't show, give you an idea what's all out here and what I'm doing. So, first thing is first. Oh yeah, I still got to do that. Yeah, what's that equal? Cloning allays. That's what that's about, which will be here in a little bit. I'm going to be working on cloning allays. That's what I'm going to do. And since these trains are just still, unfortunately, entities, this is the Good Vibes train, and this is the Black Gold train. That's the newest one right there. We're going to take Good Vibes here and run it over there to the village. Yeah, if I can get my view, there we go. Now, this one's made by Pod Crash. It is really good. It's got all the features of the train, and I'm using Steam for the moment because I don't want to go to modern age diesel. So if I do, it'll be twice as good. Okay, now I got to decide where I want to go with this. I say over to the left. So we're going to switch that track. Oh no, that's the wrong track. Oops. Come on, Giz. This track is the one I wanted on. There we go. So if y'all like trains and you happen to see this video because of it, it's what I like doing too. So if it's trains you like, this is the channel, because Minecraft with the trains have really taken this to a new height. I'm able to do a lot of things with this, having the trains add-on. As you can see, I have done a lot of stuff. That's part of my mining there. I've been busy. Gold, coal, iron, copper, redstone. And these buildings I've built a lot of these buildings. I've built a lot of the machines, but when it comes to the big machines, I go to another good content creator, and that's Silent Whisperer. He's my go-to for tutorials of anything of Bedrock. When it comes to redstone, for sure. Okay, now let's take black gold over. I want to get those lays cloned. That's what I had planned. There's my speedometer. Yeah, we get pretty decent speed with this. Rat, I hope it stays on that track. Don't move. Ah, missed. Well, it's because another rat, there was two of them, and one of them got in my seat while I was looking at a chest. So, dirty rat. We are coming into Clayton. This is the village of Clayton area. I got fishing villagers. I don't have like a big town of bunch of houses yet. I got a couple houses in lineup for brick right now. A couple 2-story brick houses I'm planning on putting in here, at least in this area. L-shaped, so there'll be 2 of them. I'm working on a T shape and a U shape. brick houses too. Now, do I have this set for... Yeah, I do. Okay. No, I don't want it turned that way. That's right. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Gotta get used to all these tracks. So if you're playing it with the tracks, and I mean with the train add-on, you'll find that it's pretty fun. I don't need all the great crossings. That's modern. I might put a few in just so they'd be in, and the signal towers and stuff later. Having the train stop, I'm not needing those things. I put one in, and well, that delay will be good for when I get ready to use for loading and unloading. Which that's what I'm working on, is using the train for loading and unloading automatically, to where I can pull into the train station of like this sugarcane farm sugarcane mill up ahead here. I'll be able to pull in, flip the switch, and start loading a boxcar. If I had a boxcar, I would load up that boxcar with, well, not sugarcane, but paper. And just like I have right over there, green. On the left, you're hearing the iron farm. It's been here since the beginning. And I'm working on a smelting mill right up ahead, which that I'm going to be testing here today too. I want to test one of those tracks out to see if it actually is workable. It's not guaranteed perfect, which that's the fun part, when it doesn't turn out to be perfect, but usable. Now this over here is my greenhouse for the sugarcane. And we'll bring it to a stop here. Oh, notice my doors didn't turn out right. I just threw them in last night. This is my sugarcane farm, and I've been working on it. So some of you guys might have seen it last week when I was still working on it. And well, it turned out to be all pretty good. Alright, let's see. I guess I could put it right here. Well, this is the middle. I think I'm going to put it over there. The jukebox, that is the jukebox. I'm going to try to get this to work. I have not done this, I think, once. I've only done it about like once, twice. Tried it out. Interesting. Save it for later. Okay, jukebox, from what I understand it. Nope, can't do it yet. Way I understand is the jukebox, and then I do need these cloned. That's the biggest thing I got this on for. There we go. Success. Awesome. Where's my third one? Where are you at? Did I clone you already? I cloned you already. And there's my third one. Mission accomplished. Okay, that's all I needed. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to hold on to the disc. I'll probably put it over here. And I need 3 more of these. Sugarcane. Okay, you 3 are good. It's the other guys that... Come on. There's one. It'll make me run around to chase you down, I guess. Yeah, where's the number 3? Now this is my idea of a sugarcane farm is collection-wise. This is just mine. There we go. So, oh, I still gotta get the cactus too. I'll collect the cactus and flowers myself. I gotta clone at least 2 more, 1 for each of those. But understanding of it is cooldown dead. Okay, now I'm going to try out the next thing. I hope this works. I've been trying to work on this for weeks. I've been working on this. Alright, let's get this going. Oh, I'm looking forward. Come on, good vibes here. Good vibes. Good vibes weekend. How y'all doing out there? Alright. Let's start her up. In which, by the way, this flying machine, love it. Get a bigger view from above. Now, I looked up flying machine, and the first one I get is always Silent Whisperer tutorials, and yeah, well, it's the only way I understood it was from him. Yeah, they get zapped a little. As far as I understand, they heal quick. I'm just hoping that they get all those. Might have to clone them again. Yeah, they're working pretty good there on the right. Look at that. Hey, if you like this, hit the like button. It sure would help the brand new channel. Brand new video. I see it as potential. And definitely give me the comments. I'm hoping there's some good comments. Here they come. The New age of automation here. There you guys go. Yeah, like I said, if you like this, hit the like. I sure could use them. These towers here are item elevators from probably either Redstone or Redstone Tech on this side, from all three of these. Then over on a conveyor, which comes over here. I was going to put the springboard in, but I wasn't able to get it coordinated to where I wanted it. I couldn't get it to shoot all the way across. I got 2/3 of it, but not all the way across, so I didn't think it looked pretty. It didn't look too good with the springboard just in the middle of the air. So, and that there is the sugarcane farm. And as I always do, I usually do a pretty much like a cheers or social when I'm doing these. So I'm saying if you got a beverage of your choice or you have a beverage and would like to cheers with me on a good vibes weekend here, how about I'm doing a coffee social. So coffee social in 3, 2, 1. Cheers, y'all, to a good vibes. Good vibes video, good vibes weekend, good vibes to you too. Cheers. Oh yeah. Gotcha. And now I can get out of here. Yeah, I think that went out for pretty darn good. Look at that. Pretty good. That ends the tour for this one. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Let's get over here to the iron mill. And I'm thinking that's a hyena. Yeah, I thought it was just some kind of female laugh, but there's actually, when I was down in here last night, I found a hyena. And I'm thinking that's what I'm hearing. If it's still there, that's the reason. Alright, this is my iron mill. It don't look like much, but it's done the job. It's stone generator, old stone generator, because it got broken by, well, Minecraft. My lava farm, which is down here. This is the old one, of course. Take buckets, which is... okay. And my storage, which is like overloaded. Okay, not that one, but that one. And very overloaded. Wait. There we go. Yeah, it's overloaded. Nope, not time. Okay. Let's... So, this other side is my smelting mill. My smelting. I got 3 double smelters here, which once again, need I have to say who did these? Everything is pretty much. I have 2 builds that's not a Silent Whisperer build. But, yeah. We'll go down here and look at those. Let's see, here's my double smelters and 4 single smelters up there. All automatic, all based on the newer design. Oops, okay. And this is my conveyor line. It takes the raw product, puts them in the chest. I'll use that. And then it also puts the fuel will go over in the chest. And gosh, my words ain't coming out. I want to use this one. I got raw material I want to try out, and I want to see how this working. It does look slow, but no, it is not. The time it takes to move around gives it plenty of time to fuel up. So, speaking of, let me see if that hyena. There's that hyena. That's what I was talking about. That's where I've been hearing this laughter. He's stuck. Yep. That's the one. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get outside now, see if it's still daylight. Yeah, it's daylight. Good. So this is my unloading and loading. This is what I mean by using the rail system. When I need to unload something, I'll pull either a hopper car, which they got a different name for, but it's a hopper car and a box car. Those are the two I'm using. I get up, get there, and bam, done. Unload it. When it's done, pull it back. And what I have is just a chest here. And then it goes down into a leaky hopper. I think that's the correct name. Over to the conveyor and on up, depending on what the stuff is. One is for product, for the raw materials, and one is for fuel. So, and right up in here is where I have a couple of, well, let's see if I can find them. Okay, where are they? Right here. I'll go down here and show you. Teleporters. Item teleporters. These here will teleport. I don't have these set. They don't have a marker on them. But these are set, and this is the one I'm going to be looking to be using. That's for up above. I'll be using this one right here. But yeah, they go into a leaky hopper and drop down onto the conveyor to item elevator, which is done by Redstone Tech. Hey, since it is a new day and all. Now this building is mine, but the machine inside, there's two of them on here, and I do have to replace this stupid button. Which this was supposed to be a 2-story. I'm not doing anything with it right now. It's good enough. But this one here, I have my signs for everything too. RS Built, Mud and Clay Concrete Farm. I did that last year here. So I've been testing it for a long time now. And this is yeah. But this machine is amazing. And I happen to have a second one over there, which I took to World Builder and pretty much made a copy of it and took it outside. So this one, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. And then a cube maker was done by RS Built. If you want to know how to do these kind of designs like this one here and make the cube maker and how the components work on it, be sure to check his video out. He's got a good one. And then he made this design here. I'm using it. It is great. I mean, give a shout out to him. He did a great job. Farm, clay mill. And then to make the clay, the old-fashioned way here, in a way of saying, is I place my clay on these blocks here, just like I did right there. They'll turn into clay, and then I have to collect them. But I got tired of collecting them, so I'm making a new design. It's an automation one, and I will be able to put these in a big row like this. It's going to be over there. I'm going to have this come out and make a big long sheet going across the dripstone, and then it's going to get pushed either up or down, and it's going to go across another sheet of dripstone. For the mud that does not turn into clay, I'll have 3 sheets for it to turn into clay, and by the time it gets done, it'll be a block breaker. It'll break those blocks, put them into a chest, and they'll probably be clay ball, and they can be loaded to the train car for like the smelting for brick or clay pots, or be clay for what's the other one? Well, it can be turned into clay for in the furnace. It works, but that's as far as it went on that building there. My clay mill, oh, that works, but I got a new idea for a new one. It's going to be my own idea, and that's what my channel I'm going to be working with is a few more automation machines. Out of the way. Well, and get run over, I don't care. And away we go. There's not much more. There's fishing villagers. A few houses. I do like the bridge. I hope you guys, if you do, hit the like button if you like the bridge. By golly, I worked hard on this bridge. It reminded me of, there was a bridge that I had seen going across one of the rivers here. Not near me, but from my travels, and it reminded me when I seen the railroad bridge style, it reminded me of something to make what I did. Oh, I'll go get you. Yes! Good. Dirty rat. Yeah, and definitely check out my Twitch channel. You'll catch me on there for the Twitch channel when I'm 10. I do videos as soon as I can, whenever. I got nothing more to do, just work, come home, play Minecraft, really. I take care of all the things along the line, but my job entitles me where I can do that. There we go. See, I just want to go through. But kind of like a little bit of a tour of this today. This would be about the only time I'm never know what's going to go on. I have another nice tree farm here. This is another farm, playerless azalea tree farm by Silent Whisperer on his showcasing. If whoever made it, he'll have it on his video. I hate doing it that way, but I'm right here and now. I don't have the info. What I did do is I put a bone meal maker up above. Bone meal. What's that doing in there? Get back. Put that over here. But yeah, I'd love to show you this thing working, except for one small problem. I broke it a while back, and it's been out of commission. Every time I do turn it on, I get pistons getting shoved all over the place, so it's broken. It is kaput broken. But when it is working, the trees come out really nice, and they do come over here. And I have another add-on for an idea to pretty much break them right here, drop them in here, and every time they get shoved forward, I'd have block breakers, basically, and they'll break all these, and then they'll go, well, they were supposed to go in this and on up out. I haven't worked on it because it's been broken, but a cube maker right here, and like I said, I'd have a block breaker, and when it comes to this point right here, it stops. But I would have a block breaker, and it'll break all these down. I think it's one of those chopping axes that can break the whole stack. But unfortunately, this one is broken. I know it is. It's been like that for a while. That's where the logs would come out. But item elevator right there. Over here, I have the first one, and I did make the cube maker on my own. Another one. Step on the pressure plate. Place your sapling, and voila. I didn't add something to it as an option, and I left it out, so it's only good for, mostly it's just good for birch on mine. But once again, this is an older version. I come back to this one because that one happens to be broken. And once again, I wasn't able to put a bone meal maker in this one, so. Okay, let's see. Show it up on the roof. My other favorite is a bone meal farm here, or a mossy farm. I call it a bone meal farm. This works real good. Once again, it was made by Silent Whisperer. Give him a shout out. And this one I improved it. As you can see, I improved this section right here, and this thing works 10 times better than the original one from him. So that's my little add up. All it is you just need glass pane right here so that the stuff can go in and go to the funnels, to the hoppers. And this thing works way better than the past. They just sit there and collect. And on mine, I thought, there's got to be something better. And there is. Glass panes made it work. So that tiny little bit of an add-on there, I've improved it. So. Yeah, this one works really good. I've used it many times over, but once again, I did add a bone meal maker to help restock it. So, yeah, it makes bone meal, but I have to restock it with bone meal. They're just not that efficient for what I wanted. And I do have a lot of bone meal already stocked up, so I'm not concerned there. And I go on my other farms here. Oh, it's mills, all mills. I don't have a farm, I got a mill. This thing is loud, so I will let you all know. I also have the Silent Whisperer's original auto smelter, and that was my first build, actually. I did that on an iPad, actually. First one ever. That's what hooked me, is when I made that. That's the original one. That's the dinosaur that started it all for him and me. But we didn't come here for that. We came here for a few experience points. So, it is loud, I will warn. I'll go somewhere where I can talk. I don't know if I can do it out here. Now on this one here, this gold farm, I found an add-on for the uncrafter and found that instead of going and throwing the swords into the smelting and turning all of them into little teeny tiny nuggets. I found the add-on for the uncrafter actually turns them one sword into 2 gold ingots. 2 gold ingots versus a tiny little nugget. So, yeah, bye-bye smelting for the swords, and I'm going to be turning them into ingots. I mean, you get more bang for your buck when you uncraft them. So instead of crafting them to just one little nugget, I've been saving my swords for uncrafter, which is going to be put in here. But how that works, well, Silent Whisperer made that part of it. I added. Okay, sometimes those guys get loose, so I've had a few times where they've actually snuck in and got me. This is my loading system. This is my add-on. Well, this is my build. What I do is I fill up a couple of shulker boxes, put one shulker box on each one of these, and when this is getting low, which I should do, I put them in here, and then they just go item elevator up and fill up the boxes. Then turn these off, grab my shulker boxes so they don't fall in, and that's that. All the rotten flesh with the add-on that I have, and turn those into leather armor. And there's a filler. Now there's many different tutorials for this one. I chose this one. It's by far the most efficient for me. I had an item sorter, but it's been tore apart since then. It's been parted out a little bit. And just little stuff that makes it work. Alright, time to collect. And once again, if you want to know how to do these kind of builds, if you like it, definitely hit the like button. That sure would help. And subscribe if possible. But all my stuff down below is just pretty much like you see. Stocked, back stocked. Huh. Wow. Haven't been running this much. There we go. And that's pretty much all the way through. There's some nuggets. I mean, this is what I meant by swords. Same thing with these. Well, last but not least, the big building here. It's hollow at the bottom. I'm not done with it. Everything's up there. But how I do it is I send my items, just dump them in here. They go through the hopper. I just added the train hopper hookup right there. They come all the way to chest and item elevator. So I'm hoping when I unload my train cars, they don't break this because I got a couple of filterings. I'm just going to give a quick tour of this. Stick it around. I use it. It's small compared to what I want. I want bigger. So I need a big build down below. Yeah. This one's a small one. I got room. That's where all my raw materials are going to be going down, is this row, and this row will have my raw material. And everything else, it's in here. I didn't organize it. I just threw them in here. Yeah, it sounded like, what? Well, I can still find everything. It's in here. Sometimes I got a couple of them. That's fine with me. There, I wanted something different than just trail mix. Yep, I'm not sleeping here then. I just added all this fresh. And these ain't complete. I need to put double chest to all these. So they'll be looking like this when they're finished. But right now I had just added all these in. And actual time would be a few months ago. But yep, this is where I put everything. I'm working on this part in deciding how I want to put all these. If all these are going to go to straight down from here, or if I'm going to put another floor. I'm not sure. I'm undecided. And then we have Summer Plains Village. And this area would be the business district, which is mine. I have so many different things going on. I haven't gotten back to that building. But yeah, this is Summer Plains in the year of 1625. A day counter. I think if I remember right, that was done by Forbidden Physics. When I came across this, I thought that guy did great, but well, it's still out there if you want the tutorial. But it's keeps track of the weeks, well, the days of the week, and the church, the village. I even have a cemetery over here, and some horses. We'll stop into the church. We got villagers in here. Good. Yeah, good to see ya. Yep, we have a church here for Sunday worship, and just a nice little chapel church. And then the village here. Actually, I'm not going to walk. Have you take me around, Challenger. We've got some villagers here. Yeah, I did this on a live stream of all these, so yeah, I had fun doing that on a live stream. So, alright. Well, let's see what we have here. Now, I have a lot of other places I could go that would take a long time to get there. I'm not going to do that. I mean, we can go east. It's going to take us a day, about 2 days overall just to get over there, 1 day. So if we travel by train at pretty good speed, we'll be there by morning. And ATM with a card, I'm not shy to show. This is for my economy. Since there is no wrong way to play and they don't have the add-on. If you guys have a way to make an add-on, I strongly recommend an import-export add-on based upon my idea. Is you take stuff and you export it, and yeah, I got 200,000. But you can export it for cash, currency, whatever you want to call it. The economy add-on is great. It gives you money. I can take that money, put it in a bank. Gotta build a bank first, but I'll do that in time. But you move it into the bank there. But if there was any way, build a economy to where you can export. And here's my example. You can simply just take stuff and throw it away. And the game lets you do that. But you can't take it to, let's say, a villager or like a port. You can't just throw your stuff away. I mean, you can't just export it for cash. And what I had done is I took the Alchemist add-on essence and then and used the essence for the price for everything. And then since then they updated it and you can actually adjust it, but I left it. And I got an economy based off of that, which lapis is awesome on here. It brings me in enough money to pay for all my stuff. So I'm really happy with that. Let's go over to my mining system over in Dark Oak. We'll see where we're at then. Which all these mills and factories, including the warehouse here, it's all hooked up by train, all automated that way. And eventually I'm going to be able to just press a controller and everything get automated. Not that far yet. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. It is possible. Yeah, if you do like what you see, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to help the channel. It's a brand up there. Definitely a new channel. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. I was pulling my controller back 3 times over. Definitely, if you like that, hit the like button. First train crash I ever had. Well, I had a train get away too before. I actually got that on my Twitch channel of my train getting away from me. Okay, we can go through here now too. So eventually, all these tracks are going to be doubled. And I do have passenger cars for the villagers, animal cars for the animals, like my horses. Plenty of raw copper. You know, I might just take that copper with me when I get back. Maybe. Yeah, I am. I'm going to take that copper and take it over to the smelter. That's the copper I'm going to use. Well, before we get to Dark Oak, we're going to come over here to the bamboo mill. It's a logging mill. And at this bamboo mill is on Sandy Point. That's what I've called it. It's going to be a village in the future. The name just got established a few months ago. I haven't worked on it. It's just established. That way I got Sandy Point right here, where the bamboo farm is, Clayton, where my clay factory mill is, and I still had I got another iron mill I just built too, and that was done by the toaster. He did an excellent job. I give credit on these guys. If they're on my world, they done an excellent job. That's just how that works. I won't take mediocre on builds. They gotta be definitely 5-star. Let me back it up a little. Do I have enough to cut that to actually demonstrate it? I might. I might. Being it's the first time that y'all had actually seen my world of Pangea here, a little bit about Pangea. Pangea City started on Total Miner Forge when I was hosting on there, And when Total Miner Forge went from console edition back to the PC, that was the end of my Pangea City. I was mayor on it. I had a small community. We were a Forza community on Xbox. My console wasn't the best. It was falling apart anyhow. In the end, long story short, I got a PC gaming computer. And here we are. But Pangea City was originally started on Total Miner Forge. And yeah, I had a choice. I sat down and looked at both Pioneer, looked at Total Miner, and I looked at Minecraft. And the only thing I didn't like Minecraft for, was you couldn't make any redstone go upward. And on Total Miner Forge, you was able to put Wi-Fi in, and that's what sold me. You put a couple of numbers in, and it was good. Here, I didn't know about the glass. I didn't know nothing about the redstone. So when I decided to get on this one, right as I was getting ready to get my computer, I went ahead and took, well, in a way, what I call is a college of useless knowledge, but actually it was a college of good knowledge, of redstone knowledge, and I studied this thing for about just over a year straight of just watching YouTube videos, and I learned about it, and I've gotten better, and I made these builds. Tutorials from other people, but then I can always make room for improvement, and this one can be used. Good. But that's what I did with these. But Pioneers of the Wild Frontier is just a spin-off, ouch, from my Pangea City. And can't bring the old back, but you can improve it. And, well, this is improved because I wanted a map. If I was going to be on here, I wanted a map that had where it had mountains, because we were having the wild update there, and I wanted resources. This thing is just filled with resources, and I wanted to be by water, and this was. In fact, right over there is where I originally started. So when I turned around and seen this mountain, that pretty much sold it. I started over there in Dark Oak. That's Dark Oak territory. But right in one of those little mushrooms there, that's where I started my mushroom house and started this whole thing. On survival, with achievements, and then, well, I found Foxy No-Tail's armor stand to give chunk lines and everything else, so, well, I had to make a decision. It's like, yeah, I'm going to take that. Achievements are okay if you're going out for the achievements, but I didn't care. The achievements wasn't quite as important as having those chunk borders. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and use this. It's going to take a little bit of time, but once again, it's a flying machine. But I do have to stay with it and babysit it. Ow, 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 ow! I never did like the entrance to this thing. Here in the future, I definitely gotta fix it. My old stairs are right there. So yeah, I've improved it. We're gonna go up all the way. I get a better view before it breaks. Well, if you stay at... My render distance is good, but here lately it's been a little bonkers. This is 100 block long. But I made this, it's 100 block long by 16 wide, of course. And with extra, of course. But these here, is passing these down below, it's letting the minecarts release. Minecart with hopper underneath. And yes, this was a Silent Whisperer build on the components down below. All this is my design. Silent gave me the idea of how I could sort it and collect it. And then I did the rest. Yeah, he inspires me on a lot of stuff from what I've seen. And so does a lot of other ones. Mr. Beerstone, Foxy, yeah, pretty much all the bedrock. And just telling the truth, they do inspire me. Every one of them did. I had just cut it not too long ago, so that's why it's down so low. But it's like trimming the grass. Now that I did this, I'm going to have to do an episode with me getting all this stuff picked up. I got to make, I got some projects to do on this one here to automate it even better. Crafting. That's why on the sugarcane farm I still got to put a crafter in there. Auto crafters. And these auto crafters ain't the Minecraft auto crafter. These are add-on auto crafters. And why is my character's eyes always closing? Sheesh. But yeah, a lot of automation. Well, pretty good view. Yeah, this was done in 2024 was the year I built most of this stuff. I got crazy. Got crazy and just started building a lot of this stuff. I was trying to do a lot of stuff in survival, and then I said, forget it. I ain't going to do that. I'm just going to build it. Because if I don't build it, if I don't do it right then and there, it wouldn't get done. It was taking too long, and I only had so much time. So a lot of these is just a one-time. If I want to build these things again, like that mob farm way out there, or the Trident farm that's sitting up there, yeah, they got a lot of vines on them that's not showing up, but if I want these kind of things, I'm going to build them myself a second time. As you can see, I only got one, so one and done. I'd like to have a second one. In the background is a train yard for flatbed. And I know we all seen this before. Some of you might think, well, it's boring. And if you don't, be sure to hit the like button. That would help. My sheep here would like that too. And subscribe if you can. That sure would help the channel because it is a new channel. And if you're watching on Twitch, my chat is open. And if you guys see anything on these things here, be sure to comment on them. Like I said, it's a brand new channel. I ain't never done it. I've been watching for years. Been enjoying it for years too. Every time I turn my computer on, I go right to the YouTube channel, and now I got a reason to go to see my own channel. But that's all I ever do is I get home from work and flip the computer on and go right to YouTube, see what's going on. Here lately, when it comes to all these add-on reviews, I will give a shout out to one of my favorites, and that is Echo Soldier. He is the GOAT when it comes to these reviews, and that's how I find my good stuff. When I see him, he's reviewed good, he's reviewed bad, and when they are bad, like for example, and this is just for example, he had one that didn't have a good book to explain how things work, everything was good on it, but he couldn't explain how to work it. He said, he can't give it a good review until that book got fixed. I agree. And by far, this backpack that's on my back, it has well, you can get bigger backpacks. This is just a basic iron backpack, but he uses it. Yeah, I had to do it too, of course. But yeah, Echo, he's the man when it comes to this. And if he ever wants to see things in here, then definitely stop in and see my channel. Pretty much anything that Echo's been reviewing, I usually check all these things out. But I put them in through here. That's not a good one. That's not a good one. There we go. I must empty some of these. Oh my. Well, there's one. There's another. I must have emptied these not too long ago. This will be full. This ain't full. I hear them collecting. There's a water stream. There's a water stream carrying them over. This is a good spot, for example. On ice, water stream through droppers there, and then they go into hoppers to chest here. I had it set up so they could go to a minecart with hopper, which would run over to the warehouse, which did work, but it's limited. Once it goes out of render distance, the minecart's going to disappear, so that really don't have much of a impact of good. Now on this, this is my block of bamboo. That's how I use it. Goes into the crafter, makes blocks of bamboo, and goes on down. Kind of looks like it's broken in a way. Wow, that's the first time I've seen it like that. That's cool. And I get blocks of bamboo. Now let's go over to the mining. We're coming up to Dark Oak, where it all started for me. And to note, I didn't touch Dark Oak right away. I moved out of the area and left it in its area like it is for, well, for the 3 years. It's been 3.5 years with this. And we'll come around here. In the near future, this track will be going left and we'll be heading south for the winter. So I'll be working on laying in more track, and not every track's going to be a double, but I'm going to try to get doubles. There we go. Slowing it down, slowing it down. How? All right. Now I am working on a building on this. I just need to get this thing set, and then a creeper came by, so I got a track to replace. And there's a boxcar with freight. But this is how I'm doing it. And that's the marketplace that I was talking about for economy, and over there too, and mob farm in the air. But let's go down below and I'll explain it in case something happens. Got saved. Now this goes down to my original mine, which is a beautiful, beautiful mining. It goes right there. As you can see, just a little peak, but yeah, it opens up. Got a geode down there too. This is my mining. I showed a friend of mine this, and they seen it, and it's like, wow. But yep, this is basic machinery add-on with redstone tech added for the display. And this is still emptying the chest. Yeah, it's about empty. Displays really help on here. So what I did is I had a lot of chests to empty, so this little gizmo of a doohickey here is going to be pulled out eventually. But I had so many chests, and I got them all organized to be over here. So how does this work? That I'll show you in just a moment here. Flip the switch and it turns on. Sends the piston. Puts the pipe in. And this is basic machinery add-on mining. I got everything plus 20 plus 5 netherite, maybe. The nether. I think I got 5 of the machines for the nether. I'm not sure if it's still on here. If not, I'll be putting them on in the future. But everything is mineable, comes through here. And that's why I want to export, because of those little lapis. They fetch a very good price according to my sources. And these things, my gosh, there's too many of them. They're disappearing right here because of it. But yeah. I'm going to shut it off because it is overloaded. Those cells really are killing me on it. My cells are like maxed out. So sometime this week I'll probably be getting rid of a lot of those, but I gotta sell everything, and that takes time because I don't have a add-on for selling stuff. I have to actually write down everything, and I have a listing of it and tally it up with the calculator, and well, that's how I'm getting paid. So everything here is on credit, that when I get paid, all this will get paid for. Now, how am I going to do that? Well, basically, I'll make a copy of it, of the game, go in, tear down everything, put them in chests, add it all up, and yeah, a lot of work. Now, if I had an add-on that did that stuff, you could sell the stuff. But I don't want it to where you sell individual. I mean, that's kind of goofy. When you're usually at a shipping yard, you're going to be selling crates. So you have a box or a shulker, and you want to sell the whole thing, you should be able to sell the whole thing in bulk. That's the add-on type I want. And that goes with buying, because these things, like these wings, I want wings, I want a sack, I want a sword. I should be able to buy that stuff, and of course there's going to be a good price for each one, but that's how it works. But yeah, they go on down, and by the way, the conveyor does fit right on top of the hopper. So you don't have to have hoppers going across this. You can have a conveyor going across. That's the difference. And once again, this item sorter, I had to go and look up a heavy duty item sorter so it wouldn't break. And Silent Whisper has one for bulk like this, and it, once again, there we go. Shout out. I bet that was probably close to a dozen times he'll be mentioned along with the rest of them. Can't help it. They inspired me to make this world. I have the imagination, but with them, it rocketed to this. Like I said, a friend of mine seen this and said this was huge. I said, no, it's not. These builds are small compared to some of the stuff out there in mega builds. These are small. The ideas are good, but these are small. Yeah, see? If one of these lapis or a block is worth 2,300, for example, times this many, you're in the millions. So yeah, I got everything covered. I'm sitting fat. You like that? And hit the like and subscribe. I sure could appreciate that. I mean, it's a brand new channel. If you guys got ideas, want me to build something, talk to me. Give me some ideas. I try to. Originally this was supposed to be for a community, but I never advertised out, so I never made a big community off of this. And since I'm not on Xbox, I lost my community there. So yeah, I'm the lone pioneer of the wild frontier, but I am going forward with pioneering new ideas and being the first with building with add-ons here. Oh, I might skip something here and there, but the lava mill is definitely going to be a tutorial. Okay, we're out of here. As for loading, I know I'm not showing that right now, but it's not 100%, it's 50% done. I still have to put manually into a hopper to send it up here, which I put 5 stacks in a hopper and then it sends it up to a box car or well, what I call a hopper car. And then I get it out of here. Yeah, we're out of here. Full throttle. My friend Wolf and Pala who stopped in, he got that far, but we've never been back. And then it's been too hard for anybody to join because I have over 30 add-ons, and it's pretty much close to impossible unless you got a gaming computer to join me. It is supposed to be for joinable, but I like my add-ons. I got a lot of good ones. Mostly 10 of them is definitely quality of life improvements. I have a couple other builds that I'll mention. Witch Farm. I have a fish farm. I like that fish farm, but the only downside is with my nature pack on, I get a lot of bass. And I don't mind that. I like bass. Alright, now we're going to take that copper line there. Let me see here. I could use a keyboard, but don't care for the keyboard. I'm a console player, always have been. And like the keyboard, I know there's a button that I could probably take all my inventory or pick up everything out of a chest by just pressing one button. Love that part. Seen it, just forgot which one it was again. Yeah, if you like what you see, be sure to hit the follow button. Hit the like button and subscribe. Sure would help out this new channel. I'm brand new. I ain't got a clue what I'm doing. Well, I don't have quite as much. I gotta say, I do know what I'm doing a little bit. Ein bisschen. Whoa, whoa, what? What? Stop, stop, stop! That's what I thought. My gosh, what could go wrong? Oh yeah, what could go wrong? Get going. What could go wrong? Come on now, what could go wrong? I mean, what's wrong with that picture right there? It all comes together in the end. Yeah, how fast are we going? 6, 7? Can we get an 8? We got an 8. Sold. That sure helps the speed a little. Yeah, I won't have no trouble getting to it. I do a little bit of rigging around, but I can. Looks clear. Looking at the track, make sure I don't go somewhere else. Before we do go, okay, sure. This here's my barn, also the slaughterhouse, and right now I don't have nothing to slaughter. What I'll do is I'll populate them all in here on both sides. I'll press a button right over there. That'll trigger water. This is my design. Nobody has ever made one like this unless they've seen it here. And only on Twitch, and that's a small amount there. But they all get flushed over here, which all these gates will be manually opened. They go across magnet blocks, and then they die down there. Which then hopper with minecart with hopper on the track would go around, pick up the stuff, go back, unload it, then send it over to another hopper with minecart to load, and down into a tunnel and over to the warehouse. That was how it worked. But unfortunately, the track got washed out down below, and I'm redoing it with new add-ons, more automated. Moving along, we have my sheep farm, which is another Silent Whisper idea, but I couldn't get the stuff to grow, so I put grass down on this side to test it, and it still don't look so good. I'm having troubles with it. And this thing don't unload like they're supposed to. I have it all set up to unload each one and still don't do it. But it does have a nice return, I got to say. It does have a nice return. I mean, these all are pretty decent. So, no problems there other than that it's not working precisely. It's all my spaghetti. This whole building is my spaghetti. I know sometime last year lightning struck and caught that and my silo on fire. Oh, I didn't show that. Oh, the train will be there, only goes 16. It don't have a big render distance. So, I decided I wanted to build a silo, and this is my unloading for it, but don't need it right now. I wanted to build a big silo, so I designed this one. And I needed a item elevator, and once again I went to my guy, Silent Whisperer, a silent item elevator. Place your stuff in here. As you can see, it goes all the way up to the top, goes over, and comes down, ends up here. Now my wheat, I'm working my way to filling this thing up, and then I'm selling it all. See how much I can make off of it. I can go clear up to there. Nope. To there. As you can see, it's being demonstrated. Definitely, if you like this, definitely hit the like and subscribe. Sure would appreciate it. It would help the channel tremendously and get the word out for good builds like this. But yeah, now the rest of these, they're not like that. The carrots and potatoes, they're not as tall, but I have been switching crops. That's why I said I gotta farm all the time. There's my potatoes. There's the carrots, and they're up just a little ways up. Wow, this thing is pretty busy. And oops, wrong one. Of course, we got our beetroot, which they're not up that high either. Right there. Not that high at all. I gotta get some more. Another thing on the add-on that I like so much is bison. As you can see, that one there is in a minecart. We won't talk about him. Let's move on. He's a bad example. These bison, oh my gosh, these bison, I'm telling you, there is a clashing story that goes with these bison. I actually got to see the bison at the time that I loaded these. When I got these bison, I had just started a bison farm here, and then me being a contractor, my crew and I actually worked on a farm for where we need to build a building for someone who had a bison farm. So I got to enjoy seeing the real bison for a week, and yeah, they're similar. I will not lie, they are similar in some parts here. In real life, those bison are way taller than me. Skeleton horse collection, just because. Oh, I'm gonna hit that mouse, hit that rat. Right on. Oh, he's gonna die. Maybe. Nope. Next time. I'm still working on it, but pretty good portion of the gunpowder farm is done. The creeper farm is pretty much done. I got a few more levels on that. And up in the air, the trident farm. Right now, we're going to just kind of finish the show with getting this copper into the smelting mill. I want to try this out, really do. Hey, this is the first time I'm actually really testing it. Supposed to do this offline. Yeah, well, things happen. And the reason I have the hoppers pulled back is they'll start unloading. So I found that in order to keep them from unloading, why? Okay. Maybe? Alright, it is. Okay, let's try this out. Gone. Yeah, it went too fast. I'm thinking. I'm thinking I don't have an entrance up there. I really don't. Well, since I didn't show it because I didn't have an entrance, I'll show it now. This will be a tutorial in the future. Ah, I missed. Woohoo! I'll take this. So this here is my lava mill. What I did is I actually built this on my Pocket Edition on my phone without that piece right there. I built this and I thought, that's pretty cool. I like to build that. Then about 2 weeks later, I was looking through my add-ons and I found this. It's a bucket filler. A whole new revolution to Minecraft. That's all we needed was a bucket filler. And Redstone Tech delivered. So I place buckets in. Buckets get filled. And I do need a couple of buckets. And I was working on delivering those buckets. It's such a spaghetti. They all go through here and down in to here. And these are just a single. I don't have none for the double down below yet. But I've been working on this. I could simply just teleport everything, item teleporter, but they're limited with just 16 items, 16 colors, and so I'm still working on it. There it is. Oh, I have a switch on it. Wow. Hey, even I forget a lot. Oh, you're kidding me. Why? Yeah. Okay, so it's a flop, I will say. It is not going to turn out the way I wanted it to turn out, but you guys get the idea of it, and it will be perfected in time. Well, I'm hoping it works. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yes! Yes, if you like this and you like me, hit the like button and the follow, hit the subscribe because finally it worked. Right on. So what I have going on here is, I'm still working on, is I need to take the buckets out and recycle them back up there. Yeah. But it is working. That's why I was talking about it. It's not working perfect. Oh, wow. It's still loading it. That's why. Wow. Yeah, I see where half slabs come in handier. It's set up for bamboo. half slab. Well, let's set up for half slabs. And yeah, that's why. Okay. Yep, I need to get my buckets of lava down in here. That's why. Okay, cool. It, definitely, it's a worker. Alright, I'll get to... Alright, let's go back. See how that's coming along. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I'm Gizmo, and this here's Pioneers of the Wild Frontier. And we are just pioneering our super smelter with add-ons. He ain't going nowhere, but he's probably the one with all the giggly. If he isn't, I'm blaming it on him and just leaving him there because I don't know where that crazy laugh is coming from, but yeah, that one there. And while this is going on, let's go see how my iron is doing. Good. Okay, this is just getting filled up. Okay. Yep, doing good. Oh, I spent lots of hours on this area. Lots and lots of hours. My favorite place was the iron mill. How are we coming along here? Not much. Shutting her down. So, I'm sure you're asking, Gizmo, what's this area? This will be my storage facility. I gotta put a storage facility in here. That way, sleeping lion, that's good. Leave it sleep. We got a lot of nature through here. Taking a safari tour. Kangaroo, giraffe, got bees. I'm going to stop the train here and fly over to the flower farm. Well, it's a dye farm. Flower dye farm. Now this flower dye farm is one of the newer ones, and oh, it is amazing. Terracotta, that's what the clay block needed, is terracotta. I apologize for my memory not being the best there on that. But when I was talking about the clay farm earlier, I was saying clay balls for making brick, and then the block for, I think that's for the terracotta. Now, this is a brand new design, not many months old, and once again, Silent Whisperer, one of his friends helped him design it. You put honey and slime blocks in front of it. I'm going to get in. I don't have a bed. Let me go get a bed. We'll get a nice day to do this. Well, sleeping bag. I built it up a little high so I could put a building around it in due time, but haven't gotten to it yet. What we got under here? That should do it. I'm not going to run all 58, but who knows. Here we go. I can't get any higher. There we go. Now someone gave Silent the design for the showcasing here, but he's got it on his video. But by far this is one of the better designs I see out there. Should have a flushing system on it, because I forgot how it ran. But the more you flush it, the more the grass dies. There's one that's dead, just for example. Then they die. So just that one flush. But my gosh, does it set it sets off so much. I guess that's what you get for that many bone meal. I don't know. But yeah, it is really good. I mean, I got plenty of dye of any color, anytime. So, I recommend that one. Because the sugarcane farm works good without the cactus. I have the cactus in because I just need a small amount of green when needed. It's where I did have the track. The funny thing about it is all these train things, I was just getting ready to do a mass Minecraft minecarts all over the place, and then this train add-on came out. There was a couple other train add-ons. They were a flop, quite honestly. I didn't think they were anything. And then this one came out, and it's like, wow. And yeah, I went to town, and here we are, 5,000 track later. Oh, that's right. I gotta pull this all the way down. That's right. I'll do that in the morning. Yes, and I do farm a lot, so... Wow, I thought I'd go a little faster, but I didn't. I'm Gizmo Ironton, and this here is Pioneers of the Wild Frontier. And, well, hope you're enjoying. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe, and if you're watching me on Twitch, hit the follow button. Be notified when I'm actually streaming. With me doing a little more of what I'm doing, I'm probably going to be putting my live streams on, so you can either catch me live or you can catch me on my YouTube channel. And that's just Gizmo Ironton. And for my Twitch stream, it's Gizmo Ironton 1620. Alright, let's park this train somewhere. Slow it down around through here because I never know what I need to do with these tracks. Yep, it's going to go to the side track. That's fine. And if anyone out there has ever seen a triple-story barn, definitely comment. I'd love to find out if there is a triple-story barn with extensions on the side there. I'm thinking this was dairy. But I'm just curious, is there a triple layer barn like that? I mean, similar to this. If there is, definitely hit the comments on that. I really would like to know on that. Because all my bees' nests are right here. I usually take honey or shears. I need shear stuff right now. I need to make candles. But, oh, yeah, is my other one here too? Yeah, my 2 pink sheep. Oh, gee, I gotta let you know on that. Being the first time, there's a story behind that. I went back to one of my older maps that had the pink sheep. And I thought, wow, that'd be neat if I could get a pink sheep on here. And no sooner after I loaded up, I ended up coming across a pink sheep. And I mean, you have to shake your head and think twice. Hold on a moment. I just went to a world that was one of my, it was supposed to be my Pioneer adventure where I went south and I found them. And then, lo and behold, one of them appears. So I went and tied it up, and then again, I had twins. I kid you not, I did not color these. All my wool was just a basic standard color. I wasn't a big pink sheep fan. There's no such thing, so I didn't want to have it, even though it's a video game, Minecraft, I didn't care. I wanted just regular sheep. But when you get these rare pink sheep, my gosh, I left them here because it's the safest place. Can't have a campfire because they'll kill them. And yeah, that's the story behind them. I seen them, kind of wished I had them, and poof, there they are, and here we are. I actually have 2 pink sheep. And they were naturally spawned after I went to the other world. That is just crazy, but it is true. Really, it is. So, but I'll be doing my bees, my honey here as I take care of the crop. And I was having a tough time for this area to load in on my crop. So I turned it into a watermelon farm. I mean, I don't get watermelon too often, but just the same, that too in the future. I've had many projects kind of come and go. No biggie. Still needs to grow. I don't know where I got all these. Huh. Must have rained that heavy that we have some wet spots here. And if I need rockets, this is my rocket maker, just saying. Paper, rocket, or flint and steel, or just a bunch of junk in there, but there's my flint. There's my rocket stuff. Pop them in there, put a shulker box on each side. This goes over to the gold mill for all that flint. And some of my crops with the storage add-on. That is a cool storage add-on. I'm just using the basic of it. I'm not sure where I want to take that one to. I could, so. Oh, I sure hope you enjoyed what I had showed you. Like I had said, it's a brand new channel. I pretty much showed a lot of it, and there's a lot more. Oh, there's a lot more than what I have shown you. I mean, I got horses. I got the 1 million horses add-on. I do have a couple of those, as you can see. One's laying down. That's a pretty decent horse. This one's another one, slower. That was my first one. Now, it's nice that if you go and get one of these add-ons, that they would work. But the 1 million horses add-on did not work for me. I spent the money for the add-on, but they don't spawn in areas that you already have. Like this area, they would not spawn. That's why, and where I use the creative, and of course I gotta pay some money in my economy wise. I'll pay for the horse, except you gotta spawn it in by egg. So I use the egg, spawn a horse. I bought 20 of those horses, but I only got 2 of them right now because I went ahead and got 2 more, and I got my fine draft horses so I can make a cart. I'm ready to do that too. And then I put all my other horses into pasture. That's pretty much it, and my donkeys. So there's my draft horses for the 1 million horses add-on, which they just updated, and that is awesome how they updated it. It made me like it even more. And then here's my horses, and they got a whistle where you can whistle and have them stay, follow, and wander, which that's great. In which I wanted the free cam add-on from RS Built, and I still don't understand, but I got the free cam and it didn't work. So I can't do my free cam. If someone can help me out, or RS Built happens to see this, I'm telling you, that free cam would do wonders for my building. But, yep. So, like I said, end of the show. And as always, I've always done it before. I'm not going to change. But if you like what you see, hit the like button. Subscribe. It's a brand new channel. I should sure use it. And comments. And if anyone can answer some of those questions I asked earlier. Of course, you all have a good vibes day here. I'm Gizmo Ironton, and I'll see y'all the next time. Bye.